Hello, and how's it going today? And words cannot begin to describe the match I watched today. Like, honestly, just in case some of you are wondering why I'm looking all like sad and stuff, it's because of that match I watched today. United nil, Bournemouth 3. And I'm just absolutely lost for words. I'm absolutely horrified and shocked about what I just watched. It was atrocious. And not to mention, if you're wondering, this was at Old Trafford. At our own ground, and we got destroyed by Bournemouth. Yeah, I was confident we were going to win today. I thought it was going to be 2-0. I didn't expect anything more. I thought we were going to win 2-0 today because after us beating Chelsea, if you could, this is the thing. After that Chelsea result, when you're beating a big team, you would think you should easily go into the next game against a beatable team, a team that you should beat and win comfortably. We started off with a different intensity, and I don't know what it was. I think going to a Chelsea match, because it was Chelsea, we had to start quickly. We had to really like outplay them and everything. I bet my Chelsea is a better team than Bournemouth, tougher team, and we managed to beat them and should have been by more. I mean, they can't chat much to us either because Bournemouth went and beat us 3-0. But against Bournemouth, I was watching on a stream and I was like, okay, they scored early. We have time left to be, 1-1 or 2-1 at half time. We've still got some time to score. I mean, yeah, I thought there was times in the game where we could have actually scored. We should have had one or two goals tonight, today, but we didn't. That I don't know why. I mean, people say it's a consistency and the defense is poor. Yeah, we were poor defensively, but if you think about it, after that Chelsea result, we got a bit too cocky and arrogant in that game. We went that game thinking Bournemouth were going to be like a Chelsea opened up. You would expect so. I don't want this whole chat of you know um because Bournemouth can score goals, they could be. It doesn't matter. We can score goals too. We have a quality to do it. It just doesn't happen for us in the moments we want it to happen. And still, not and don't get me started. City got six past them at the Etihad. City beat these at 6-1. And people, the Liverpool fans say we beat them 3-1. Yeah, 3-1's routine, mate. I'm talking about what City did to them, 6-1. And yeah, we can score one goal past them. That's the difference between a team that's going to go for titles and a team that's not going to go for titles. And yet Arsenal went to Bournemouth's going to win 4-0. Chelsea can't chat either because they couldn't score past them. They should have got beaten by them as well. So it's kind of like, you know, that result killed me actually. How many times have we conceded 3 goals at Old Trafford this season? I think this is the third game or fourth game we conceded 4 goals at Old Trafford. It's terrible. Literally, it's downright awful. That result there is more embarrassing than the City result and the Palace result. Literally, I think Newcastle came to Old Trafford and won 3-0 in the Cup. Brighton came and scored 3. It's embarrassing. And people say there's ways to lose. I don't want to lose. I could not care less who it's against. I don't care. Yeah, it could have stayed 1-0. We could have dominated. I wanna make sure I don't lose. Draw is still poor, but I would rather draw matches than lose them. The matches we've lost this season, let's exclude City or something like that. Let's exclude, okay, say for example, Brighton would have ended 1-1. Palace would have ended 1-1. This match would have ended 1-1. At least we said that we did not think about losing these matches. Already people calling for Ten Hag out. What you got to remember, this is Ten Hag's second season. I'm sure he has got a project going. This result is a shambles, but don't forget Arteta could have been sacked. And he should have been. 2 times he finished 8th. But they backed him. And I still think he's an overrated manager. It's such an overrated team. That Arsenal team lost 1-0 at Villa today. And everyone expected Arsenal to get something out of that match. And they're title contenders. And I do think Arsenal are a very team. And yet people are saying, oh, if you look at, Liverpool winning as well. I still don't think Liverpool are that good as people made them out to be. Yeah, they're getting winners because they're meant to win. If you look at the strike force up front, they're supposed to be winning matches. It had to take Palace 10 men to actually for Liverpool to come back and win. It had to take them in stoppage time for them to win that game. That it could be the son of champions, but they're saying, Alisson made a terrific save. Yeah, but Liverpool could have held on for that. I saw the stats. before Liverpool would have scored those 2 goals, Palace could have had the second. I wasn't even watching the match. I thought Liverpool were going to cruise it. Turns out they had to scrape a win. Fulham though 3-2 down. Yeah, they got character to come back, but still, Liverpool don't deserve this league. The only reason why they're going to end up winning the league is because Arsenal City will keep faltering. That's the only reason why. We know what City will be like after this current season. I'm only bringing up those results because of Ten Hag, the manager. And the reason why I keep bringing up ex-United managers is because a lot of people call him to be sacked. If we get rid of him and we get rid of the players, that means we have to have another fresh rebuild. And again, we'll start struggling to find a proper team. The reason why Klopp and Arteta got time is because they had matches where they were drawing and not losing. And they had matches where they were losing, but yet they still got kept in the job. And they were winning matches here and there. We've won matches here and there. And if Ten Hag is the right man, I still think he is. If you get rid of him, I want someone better coming in. Bring back Mourinho. Everyone always said, yeah, but Mourinho, the football and all that stuff, he wasn't the right man. Of course he was the right man for United. Look at Mourinho's first season in charge of United, finished 6th. We were not even as bad as this. I remember Mourinho drawing matches 1-1 and 0-0s. But you look at that, we had poor finishing up front. The quality up front was awful. If we would have won more of those matches, we could have been 4th or 3rd. It took us a Europa League win to actually get us in that Champions League. You look at his season after. This was a poor United team that had arrogance in the team, and he finished 2nd with them. If that's not progress, I don't know what is. Mourinho was making progress in this United team. Yeah, the 3rd season, half of that season, he got sacked. He should have been kept, right? He didn't want. He wanted players coming. There's also another issue. The players we need to have the right players coming. The owners aren't giving us the players. Then do something about the ownership. If the managers want the right players, Ten Hag probably knows what managers he wants to get rid of, but he brought in new players. So you're ruining the system of the bad players you wanted out. So you can't say it's the bad players, because these bad players probably would work well in another team. They will probably score goals or be brilliant for another team. It's not the fact that they're bad for us, it's the fact that they don't suit our system. Do I agree that some players need to go? Players had to have gone, but why did we not sell anybody? That's the issue. So you're having to go out players for being at that club when they probably always wanted to leave. That's probably why they're hinting. That's why the performances are bad, because they're hinting that they wanted to go. Maybe they have something against the management. Literally. No, honestly, that result today was acceptable. I mean, yeah, we were playing alright, and we were losing 1-0, but I thought we weren't going to score. I just had that feeling that I thought we were going to score, but it doesn't mean the team is bad. You can have bad results, but look at the position we're in now. If Ten Hag gets sacked, that's an injustice to football. For him to get sacked, then that means Arteta and Klopp got time, and that's why they're very fortunate to be in the positions they're in now. That's why it was fortunate for Klopp to win the trophies he has at Liverpool, because he was fortunate to win them, because he got given more time. I do believe this United team will become good in the next few years, but if you're not getting rid of players, and if you can't get rid of players, then what's the point of a rebuild? No United fan understands this. Literally no United fan. What annoyed me as well was that Brentford losing at Sheffield United, which is a good win for them. You had Burnley drawing at Brighton, which probably is a good point, I guess. Forest, I think they got a point. I think it was a point or win. I think they got a good point somewhere against Wolves, actually, which is a handy point. Relegation bar is getting quite tight, but today was just, I don't know. It's like there seems to be a bit of nervousness, a panic every time United start playing, because I just don't know what United is going to turn up. Champions League was better football than this, and that's harder opponents. We played better in the Champions League than we had done in the whole of the Premier League, apart from Everton away and Chelsea at home. I know. literally, like, Liverpool are laughing at us, but you lot are lucky that Klopp got given time, because you wouldn't be in the position you're in now. He wouldn't have got the players he was able to get in. Remember that. Everybody says, oh, Liverpool cooking. Yeah, you're saying they cooked teams like Bournemouth at home, cooked teams at Villa, but they're teams that they're going to expect to beat. You know, like, yeah, they got, you got to think that they drew at City, fair enough. They won at Newcastle. I can understand those two teams. But yet they drew at Brighton, they drew at Luton. I think they lost at Tottenham, which they should have really got through with a draw in that one, to be honest. You're talking about teams that they should really be way ahead, but they're not. Arsenal lost, but Villa are still up there. I'm telling you, without a win today, 15 consecutive home wins, that's incredible. Like, I got to respect him. He should have got a manager of the month, literally. And you can imagine City will beat Luton tomorrow, 100%. To be quite honest, I mean, we're still way ahead of Chelsea. If Chelsea lose tomorrow, we're still 8 points. Even if they draw, they're still 7 points behind. And we got Bayern Munich and Liverpool away next. Bayern Munich at home, we should just play kids for that one. Just play the very weaker team, see what happens, and we're going to be out. We're not going to win that, even if we get out of it. Liverpool away, it'll be an absolute miracle if we get a draw at Liverpool even. It would just be at United to go there and produce an absolute miracle. And I'm still for Ten Hag in. I feel like if the players aren't agreeing with him, they agree with him for a reason, because maybe it's because they don't want to be at the club and they're unhappy, or something's going. You can't just be at the players are bad and perform bad because they're just a terrible player. They're not a terrible player. None of those players are poor. They're probably just signaling and giving a sign to the owners and manager they don't want to be there. They're not happy there. If I was one of those players, I'd be the same. If I'm not happy at a club, I will make sure I probably would not perform well. Those players don't suit the system. I do think Fernandes has been a good servant to the club. Under Solskjaer, he scored goals. But I just feel like the players we bought in, I think Hoyland was disappointed today, but I feel like one or two of those players Ten Hag brought in was good. It's good for the club, but he needed to get rid of players. That was the issue. So you can't blame the players for not being there if they don't want to be there. If the owners haven't given Ten Hag an opportunity to sell them, then you can't blame the players. Honestly. I mean, hey, we're an inconsistent team at the moment. I don't know. FA Cup, I don't even think we're getting away is convincing enough now. I'll be happy if it's a boring 0-0 at Liverpool next week, or a boring 1-1 draw. I would take that because it shows that we got a point at one of the hardest grounds in the country, to be quite honest. Like people talk about us being a crisis. What about City? They're supposed to be one of the best teams in the world, the season after winning the treble. Ferguson's United treble win team didn't have a season after that. It didn't start that way. Didn't the season after. I can go on and on about how I feel about this, but I just think that I'll just probably put in a bit of managers in there too. Just think, I don't know. Those words I can't even. I'm not making much sense at the end, am I? If you've enjoyed this video, please give a like, comment, share with everyone subscribe and hit the bell notification below. I'll see you in my next video.